Amazfit GTR 3 Pro is almost a flagship smartwatch. Under the protective glass is a 1.45-inch AMOLED display with a resolution of 480 by 480 pixels. The panel pleases with an abundance of information, clarity, rich colors, high contrast, and auto brightness. Although the microphone and speaker holes are located on the sides, this doesn't prevent the watch from pleasing with 5-atmosphere moisture protection. The new generation of Amazfit GTR runs on Zap OS. According to the manufacturer, it is much less demanding of resources, but, more importantly, it allows you to install third-party applications on your watch. Amazfit GTR 3 Pro has incorporated a whole group of different features. Unfortunately, among them there was no place for contactless payment via NFC, which is frustrating, especially considering the current price of $220. The autonomy of the watch relies on 450 mAh battery. If the specs are to be believed, it should last for 6 days in intense use and 30 days in power-saving mode. GTR 3 Pro is a universal option for sports and outdoor activities, as well as for everyday use. Garmin Venu 2 Plus smartwatch for sports has become even more versatile. The new sports watch retains all the benefits of the original Venu 2, adding the ability to make and answer calls right from your wrist. The Venu 2 Plus has a slightly larger case, but the battery life has been reduced. But all the functions for tracking workouts and body indicators have stayed intact. In addition, there is support for contactless payment, Garmin Pay, and additional storage for music. The main plus is that the watch works with any assistants, Google Assistant, Siri or Bixby. This is especially important given that the latest Wear OS competitors don't support Google Assistant at all. Health Snapshot is one of the most useful features in Venu 2 Plus. The watch measures your pulse, heart rate, blood oxygen saturation, respiratory rate and stress level within 2 minutes. The only thing missing is an ECG sensor. If you use all the functions of the smartwatch, one charge is barely enough for 5 days. At the end of 2020, Honor launched its first Shockproof Smartwatch, Watch GS Pro. The novelty is positioned as a model with military protection and abundance of features. But is it necessary for an ordinary user, and is it worth paying extra for it? Honor GS Pro is a massive round smartwatch. Most of the case is plastic. Only the bezel and side buttons are made of metal. The smartwatch received an AMOLED screen with a resolution of 454 to 454 pixels and a diagonal of 1.4 inches. It is bright and easy to read in the light. There is an automatic brightness adjustment depending on the ambient light. As the manufacturer assures, Honor GS Pro passed 14 tests according to the American Army standard, which means they are suitable for extreme sports fans and outdoor activities such as hiking or winter sports. The rest of the scales are standard. The watch can show notifications from a smartphone. With the help of it, you can decline calls or answer them, because there is a built-in speaker and microphone. There are over 100 workout modes to choose from, 85 of which are customizable. For outdoor sports, there is a GPS receiver, a barometer, a compass, and real-time weather tracking. Honor GS Pro stands out with a capacious 790 mAh battery. They promise that it will last for 25 days in an economical mode of operation and 14 days with intensive use. Suunto 9 Peak, big in style, not so cool in content, lacking the software sheen of Garmin but trying to make up for it with smartwatch style. This GPS watch has a sporty look with a solid round sapphire crystal dial and stainless steel case. With 10 atmosphere water resistance, Suunto 9 Peak can be used for most water sports. However, for diving you will need a different watch. 1.2-inch color LCD display has a resolution of 240 x 240 pixels. Reading on it is not as convenient as an AMOLED, but it contrasts better in the light and doesn't hurt your eyes in the dark. 9 Peak measures your heart rate while you sleep. One new feature is the addition of blood oxygen sensor. When it comes to sports, there are over 80 activity profiles, including multisport profile, triathlon mode, various running, cycling, martial arts, winter sports, etc. The manufacturer promises a battery life of about 7 days in smartwatch mode. The Amazfit GTR 2e is a more affordable version of the GTR 2 that boasts a longer battery life as well as some other tweaks. 1.4-inch AMOLED display is made from tempered glass and has an anti-fingerprint vacuum coating. GTR 2e is equipped with an optical heart rate sensor, temperature sensor, water resistance is up to 5 atmosphere. They are also capable of measuring your stress and oxygen levels. This watch doesn't have a built-in speaker like the standard GTR 2 does, which means it won't fit you if you want to use it for phone calls. Amazfit GTR 2e has over 90 different built-in sport modes. They range from indoor sports such as yoga, swimming and weightlifting to outdoor sports such as walking, cycling and running. One of the standing out features of the GTR 2e is its battery life. It is 24 days, which is 10 days more than more expensive watches. You can buy the GTR 2e now for $139 from Amazfit or Amazon stores. Garmin has unveiled the new Forerunner 55 running smartwatch. This is a relatively inexpensive GPS-enabled model aimed at beginners. The watch measures your heart rate and uses a GPS receiver to determine distance, speed and coordinates while you run. The novelty gives personalized tips and daily recommended workouts based on the user's activity history and fitness level. The watch also implements health monitoring functions, sporting age, round-the-clock breathing monitoring and others. There are built-in profiles for running, cycling, swimming, Pilates, HIIT, breathing, exercise and others to keep track of different types of activities. Built-in recovery time after each workout provides recommended rest time before the next intense activity. Battery life is up peaks in smartwatch mode and 20 hours in GPS mode. The watch is available in black, white and blue colors for $200. Smartwatch Fossil Gen 6 are designed to take an intermediate position between OnePlus Watch and Apple Watch. Fossil takes a special approach to the design of its watches. The round screen, metal body and physical controls make Gen 6 a beautiful smartwatch. For a watch that costs half the price of the Apple Watch Series 7, achieving this level of quality and sophistication is commendable. The watch uses a 1.28-inch round AMOLED screen with a resolution of 416 by 416 pixels. The always-on display is bright and colorful. The watch is rated at 3 atmosphere, so you can swim in it. However, they are not officially waterproof. Inside, the Gen 6 is powered by a Snapdragon 4100 Plus processor with 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of internal storage. Thanks to the powerful processor, applications never freeze and the user interface always runs quickly and smoothly. For connectivity, the watch supports Bluetooth 5.0, Wi-Fi, NFC and GPS. They provide several sensors, including a heart rate sensor and a blood oxygen sensor. You'll also find a microphone and speaker for using of Google Assistant. It is always convenient to receive and make calls from the watch. In terms of battery life, the Fossil Gen 6 can last up to a day. This also applies to both the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 and the Apple Watch Series 7. Noise Colorfit Pro 3 Ultra is equipped with 1.7-inch LCD touchscreen with fine bezels. The display itself has a peak brightness up to 500 nits for better image clarity and outdoors use. The smartwatch has a rotating button on the side and detachable watch bands available in multiple colors. In addition, the watch is water resistant up to 5 atmospheres, which increases its durability. Noise Colorfit Pro 3 is a smartwatch with Bluetooth voice calling and fashionable built-in features. In addition, it also offers music storage, alarm clock, stopwatch, weather forecast, call function, etc. Health tracking features included in the smartwatch are as follows: 24/7 heart rate monitor, blood oxygen monitoring, sleep tracker, temperature sensor, and women's health tracker. The gadget has 100 sports modes and an activity tracker to check workout details, calorie burn, steps, and distance traveled. The Colorfit Pro 3 Alpha provides 3 days of battery life with normal use and compatible with devices running Android 6.0 and iOS 9.0 and above. Suunto 5 Peak is a mid-range running watch with 2 main features: lightweight and excellent navigation tools. As an everyday smartwatch, its features are quite limited. You will receive smartphone app notifications, you can reject calls with a text message if you are using Android, and you can control your phone's music app. Standard for sports watches of this price range. 5 Peak really shines when it's time to start your workout, offering recommendations to help your balance of your training. They also calculate recommended recovery time and track load. Heat maps will let you see most popular roads, paths and trails for specific activities, from cross-country running to ice skating. The 5-peak water resistance rating has been reduced from 50 meters to 30 meters. Maximum battery life is 10 days without GPS. Suunto 5-peak was released in January 2022 for $329. Garmin Instinct Solar 2 can easily be called the little brother of the Phoenix line. The Instinct 2 comes in many different sizes, including 40mm and 45mm case sizes, sun or standard options and multiple color options. Apart from solar power, the important point here is the inclusion of some Garmin fitness features. These have oxygen levels, fitness age, training status, exercise effect, recovery time and recommended daily workouts. The monochrome display feels a little dull compared to some of Garmin's impressive color screens, but it's clear and easy to read. Heart rate monitoring and GPS accuracy are quite reliable. There are also dozens of activity profiles to choose from, including running, cycling, swimming and triathlon. You can also use the Garmin Connect IQ app to download additional apps or watch faces. Garmin says the Instinct 2 will last for 28 days in smartwatch mode and offers 30 hours of GPS battery life. 5 different versions of Instinct 2 and 20 color options are available. Model prices range from $350 to $500.